Rashid lost her son Salem, a university medical professor, 2 weeks ago when a US soldier shot him dead whilst he was driving towards an American patrol in Baquba in Diyala province. The family are still in shock and are angry at what they see as a US occupation that must end. They say the shooting was completely random. I can't believe my dad is dead, his daughter told us. US forces insist Salem was shot for suspiciously approaching their patrol.
We are all traumatized by the death. It's a big loss to the family, the province, even the country. If the US presence continues, Iraq will lose all its thinkers, scientists and intellectuals without compensation.
Despite the US troop surge last year and at least 3 major military offensives against armed groups here since 2004, Diyala remains one of the most dangerous provinces in Iraq. It's become a hub for Al-Qaeda leaders. The intense operations this summer by both Iraqi and US forces serving only to push a few commanders to hideouts further north. But for some, the answer to calming areas like Diyala is not a quick withdrawal of all foreign troops. They need to stay and clean up the mess they've created, says a leading member of the Provincial Council.
When US forces came, there was stability. Now they would leave it in a state of mayhem and insecurity. Their withdrawal would be a catastrophe in a place like Diyala. Iraq does not have the forces equipped or prepared to defend the country.
In the nationalist and mixed Shia-Sunni province of Diyala, anti-US feelings run high, making the task of winning over locals to achieve stability near impossible.
There is no Al-Qaeda here in Iraq. It's an American ploy, a myth they've created.
I hope they leave as soon as possible, not just Diyala but the whole of Iraq. Fears that the situation will worsen if the US withdraw are not valid. In fact, things will get better. All Iraqis know that.
Both US presidential candidates say they'll pull troops out of Iraq. But the question is at what point the country will be deemed safe enough by either for this to happen, and whether the more time it takes, the more resentment towards foreign troops on Iraqi soil will spread, breeding exactly the kind of anger and hostility the American mission was meant to put an end to. Sherine Tadros, Al Jazeera.